This lady asked the question, am I the a-hole for making a private matter public? I'm one of the people that like to shine a light on dysfunction, shine a light on things that people think are supposed to be secretive. So off bat, before even reading through the post, I'm going to say no. And a lot of times when women post in the Am I the A-hole subreddits, they are simply looking for validation for feeling normal human emotions. So let's go ahead and check out her posts. All right, she says, my ex-husband and I have 4 children together. We are considered high conflict and cannot agree on anything. One of those many things is that my time should be my time and his time should be his. He believes all time is his, and if he lets me have my time, I should be grateful to get it. Background of the conflict. We divorced in 2023. He got married in 2023. He let me know 10 days before he was getting married that he planned to get married on my weekend, that he was already aware we were going out of town because he had given me permission to take the kids out of state to a family function. Long story short, he guilted me and used the kids to make me feel bad about not letting them, having them question me about why I didn't want their daddy to get married again. So I allowed them to go. My only requirement was he absolutely had to be on time to pick up because I was still going out of state to the family function. He was over an hour late, ignored calls and texts. He posted on social media about being at his bachelor party, so I took the kids and left out of state. They missed the wedding. He has never forgiven me. Recently, I got married. I planned it months in advance. I planned for my weekend and made sure the kids would be with me for the ceremony and reception so they could attend and would never interfere with his time. He did try to interfere, but it was shut down. Kids got to attend. Recently at a family function, 2 of the kids were showing off their outfits from my wedding to him and went to screaming at me. I guess he went to screaming at her because it wasn't fair they missed his wedding but were at mine because I am bitter. I was getting hate, so I told the full story to everyone, his new friends and his wife who did not know the full story. Now everyone is upset. His wife is mad I never told her. I feel bad I didn't share the story before, but also that I shared it at such a public event, the kid's birthday. I just get tired of taking all the heat for his choices. Am I the a-hole for outing all of this? Absolutely, she's not the a-hole because he's sitting up here hollering at a kid's birthday party because they're showing off some outfits. And he's the one that was over an hour late. Well, she waited for an hour. She doesn't actually know when he showed up. That's the thing. Like, these people, you better respect our time. Women need to start having strict boundaries around their time, energy, and resources. She gave him the grace of giving him an hour. She sent text messages, she called, but he missed. He chose to do this. And then he's sitting up here taking it out on her, not forgiving her. Maybe he really did just expect her to sit there and wait, but he was wrong. She did not. That's on him. I do not think that she's the a-hole. I was reading through some of these comments. Some people are actually blaming her, and that's weird, but let's look at some of these comments. Warbird asked the question, info, how did you express your side of the story? Did you resort to name calling or did you just stick to the facts? And she says, at this point, I stick to facts. It's taken years and lots of therapy to get to just sticking to facts, but I can now just do facts. My psychiatrist believes my ex is a narcissist based off the stories I have told and everything he has gone over after the DV cases and the phone call threats to his office when he realized I was going and assumed they were telling me to leave him. Not the a-hole. There's an old saying, never wrestle with a pig. You both get dirty and the pig likes it. If you stoop to his level, he actually wins. He is obviously a narcissist, as your psychiatrist has said, and he wants to goad you into looking the fool. Good for you, and good for you to stand up for yourself with both truth and dignity. Warbird asked a follow-up question. I forgot to ask for clarity. Is everyone mad at you or mad at him? And she says, most everyone is mad at him, but a few people made some comments to me about starting drama at our kids' party by entertaining his argument and not letting it go. Now, Dragon at the bottom says, I just love that he was the one who started screaming at you, and they think that you're in the wrong for defending yourself. F them. F them all. F them totally. Forget all of them people. Woodbird says, meh, their reasoning is not that great. You didn't start the drama at the party, he did. He went to a bachelor party instead of fulfilling his commitment to his kids. You didn't make him do that. He wanted to keep bringing it up without letting it go, not you. You did the right thing in the right way. Now, Two Kittens for me says, whose birthday party did you blow up with this information? I hope it wasn't a child's birthday party. Then they said ESH. Everyone sucks here. He's terrible, but you had better opportunities to tell your truth without causing drama for other people. Boo to that person. Snoot says the ex was already screaming at her. I'm pretty sure the drama was already in progress. All right, she answers the question though. Unfortunately, it was my 4-year-old daughter's. She was trying to show him her flower girl dress. She got fancy new shoes, and she got to wear her new fancy black shiny heels from the wedding to her party, and was showing him those and asked to use my phone to show him a picture of her in her dress. So I let her when he went off on me. Whiskers at the bottom is speaking to the person that said everybody sucks here, saying unbelievable that you're claiming OP blew up the party when X was the one screaming and carrying on. OP gave the facts to defend herself. No screaming, no name calling, no blowing up on their end. Like, why would they even... Okay, whatever. I need y'all to see the next one. This person says that she's the a-hole, and I don't get this. This person says, either way, him not being on time and playing dirty games is no way called for and rude. However, this isn't you attending his wedding. It's all of your kids. They deserve to be at their own father's wedding, no matter what it took to get there. This is an opportunity they will never get again. I also don't believe in bringing drama into a birthday party. That is not the time or place. You should have let his wife and your family members who are affected by your kids not attending his wedding know when you made the decision to take the kids out of state. Communication is key. Talk to him about his rude behavior, and if he still doesn't respect you, wait for the karma to bite him back. This person is out of pocket for this because she did what she was supposed to do. This person is like finger wagging at her, talking about communication is key. When she did her part, he didn't do his. She says, yeah, I still stand by leaving. I waited over an hour. He never answered and was posting on social media about being at a party. What was I supposed to do? Just wait until he decided to show up? I drove almost 2 hours. I drove almost 2 hours to the spot for him not to show up or answer calls. That one was 100% on him, and he gave me permission to leave with them on my weekend. I don't even feel bad about that. He even told me he hadn't wanted to pick them up that day and wanted me to cancel my entire weekend and drive them to his wedding at 6 a.m. the day of so he can attend his bachelor party. And I said no, he had to pick him up the day before so I can attend my family event. Poor planning on his part in no way constitutes an emergency on my part. My boundaries are clear. Bam. Bam. So he was setting this up. He wanted to ruin her weekend. Absolutely not. He sounds atrocious. ETA, you both sound exhausting. Ugh, what is wrong with these people? This person says, yes, you plan yours objectively better, but custody needs to be outlined in court, since clearly neither of you can communicate respectfully and in enough detail to make it work. Communication needs to be via a court-monitored communications app to force him to be nice and to hold him accountable. Like, why do they keep on acting like she's not doing her part? She says, this is the OP saying, it is outlined clearly. I follow it to the T. He does not. We have gone back repeatedly because he does not. He constantly requests for changes that he does not even follow. He makes me miss work for things that he does not even want. Even the ADA and judge are exhausted and tired of him and tell him to just stop. Literally, like he literally put a petition in for 50-50 custody, and it was written that I was to take care of the kids and make sure they got to school and activities and doctor's appointments. But I could not tell him no if he just showed up on my doorstep and wanted to pick up the kids, and could not tell him when to return them as long as he hadn't used his 50% of the days for the year. When I tell you the judge literally stood and said, "I am calling a recess because I cannot even with you, sir." Those were her words. She could not form a complete sentence, and her bailiff was caught between laughing and literally shock. Co-parenting with a person like this sounds atrocious. This sounds like a hot mess. So this is a comment from this person that we already saw, Jake Lover, or whatever this person's name is. And this is where this person was calling her the a-hole. But I did want to just share this comment from the OP down there saying, also, they will 100% get another opportunity. He's only in his 30s. They'll make the next wedding, as if their dad is going to get married again, and probably will if he continues to act like this. In another comment, and I'm about to wrap this up, in another comment, she says that the wife was mad, but not necessarily on her side because she married a woman. So the new wife is not really feeling her either. Anyways, I'll wrap that up here. And what do you think? Do you believe that these types of things should be private, or do you think that she was justified in speaking her truth, even though it was at a child's birthday party? Go ahead and chime in and let me know your thoughts.